What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video with your boy, Dari Promo. Happy holidays to everybody, you feel me? Even though Christmas was yesterday, still happy holidays to y'all. Because we still got New Year's that's on the way. Thank God to that we still here. But man, do y'all see what the title say, bro? Do y'all see what that title say right there? Everybody is freaking out about work. Because right now, a lot of people not feeling safe at work. You feel me? A lot of people not feeling safe at work. They feel like their time is near to an end because they see other people getting fired or see other people getting laid off. And they feel like, they not performing that great. They not performing that well. And I done been there. I done done that. I done been fired from jobs that tell me my performances suck. And I done been hired at jobs that tell me my performance is everything. And they love it. You feel me? So you just got to find what fits you, what works best for you. But like I said, in the type of times we living in right now, it's like we all fighting hard for a job right now because it's stuff out here that can take our spot to where we can get replaced, like AI. I just got my son a DJ, a DJ kit. So, he got the whole DJ remote and everything, but I'm already seeing videos on Instagram where they trying to replace DJs with AI. You feel me? So if you can replace a DJ with AI, you don't think you can't be replaced at a job? That's why we got to come up with a backup plan, but not only a backup plan, but be business minded. You feel me? Come up with ideas where you can generate and, create your own wealth, have your own income coming in. Like right now, I just got off of work. I'm off from Monday. I'm off from Friday. I just got off of work and everything. I don't go back until Monday, right? So what I'm trying to say is from right now, which is Friday evening, to Sunday evening or Sunday night, I'm trying to make some money. Even though I'm off of work, I'm still, my mind's still on. Even though I'm off from work, my mind is still on. I want to still get out here and make me some money. You feel me? Because it ain't never enough of money. It ain't never enough of money. And any man who feel like they done enough after they done clocked out and they off from work, you ain't no man. Because a job ain't gonna do it no more. A job just go do enough. You got to still get out here and get it some type of way. You feel me? So that plays a big role of being independent and becoming your own boss right there, because you working the job and everything, you making great money, but who knows how long this go last? Who knows how long you gonna have 1,000 or however much you have coming in, rolling in back to back? You feel me? Who knows? Nobody knows but God, if you ask me. Not you, not your mama, not your daddy, not your granny, not your auntie, not your uncle, not your cousin, not your brother, not your sister, not your neighbor. Nobody knows. But we see good people get fired or lose a job, right? And then we ask ourselves, was that person prepared? And 9 times out of 10, when you lose a job, what do? You go back to YouTube or Instagram or TikTok, whatever you was on, and you go full time. But see, that's working on ourselves, but working the job is working on ourselves too. And that's what they trying to stop us from doing. Because there's a lot of us that just don't mind working a job. But it's a lot of people out here with felonies, misdemeanors, and all that, and they feel like they can't find that right job that they looking for. You feel me? You got females that's out here around the age of 25, 26, 27, 28, 29 the most, who record is already messed up to where they can't even work at a school to clean a school building, because all they knew from the age of 18 and up is to be outside fighting. You fighting this girl, you fighting that woman, whoop. Now you got cases pending on you, and these schools and other jobs, they want to see your background. Boom. Now you can't work at this school because you want to be outside fighting, and doing this and doing that. So now you got this on your background. So, a background is the most important thing that you can have cleared when it comes to, trying to get a job. Because a lot of people get discouraged when they say you don't got the job or we can't hire you. A lot of people get discouraged before, a job even call them back to see if they, got the job or if they didn't get the job. Some people get discouraged before that day. A lot of people get discouraged in the middle of the application. I done did that before. You in the middle of doing your job application, you just say, man, skip this, bro. Skip it, I done been there, done that, y'all. I done been there, done that, But right now, I'm making sure I'm keeping everything secured or, having a backup plan for myself. Because without a backup plan out here, you basically lost in the sauce. And I ain't trying to go out like that, you feel me? I ain't trying to go out like that. But I know a lot of people is, scared for their life at work. Scared, man, like thinking that tomorrow's gonna be their last day or they not doing their best, But you really are. You showing up, you getting the work done, you doing the best you can do. But we seeing, what's on social media. Social media is what's getting in the way of our life and the way we live and love our family, our children. You feel me? Because we let social media control us and tell us what to do, And that's just not right there. Like, listening to social media, you feel me? That's just not right. Now, it's okay to get game from somebody, you feel me, who trying to figure it out. Or somebody who been there, done that, you feel me? It's okay to get game. Which, I get out there and I do the same thing, you feel me? Go looking for advice. But what I'm saying is you got negative advice that's floating around on YouTube and they making it seem like it's good, it's all gravy, and it ain't. They telling you it's okay to skip school. They telling you it's okay not to work a job. They telling you it's okay to live with moms or dad forever, you feel me? I ain't gonna tell you that. They telling you to get CPNs, you feel me? I don't want no CPN when I can get my own house. I don't need nobody credit information or none of that for me to go get what I need for me, you feel me? Man, it's worse than that, bro. It's worse than that. They telling you to go get this loan, go get that loan. We ain't even thinking about no loans, you feel me? We on a whole different page over here, a whole different ball game. I'm fine with sitting out, sitting back, you feel me? And having what's mine, collecting what's mine too on top of that. Because the turtle always catches up to that rabbit that's running fast, you feel me? By the time that turtle catch up with that rabbit on his last leg, you feel me? On the hospital bed, you feel me? So it's okay to be the turtle. You ain't gotta be no rabbit. Silly rabbit? Come on now, we all know what silly rabbits is from. You ain't gotta be no rabbit. You feel me? And that's real talk though. I'm giving y'all a real game, my experience, what I've been through in life and everything, you feel me? And how I handle life, How I handle myself at work, you feel me? Like, I'm always investing because you never know when it's going to be your last day at work. But all you can do is do your best, keep showing up, keep trying, and show up every day. That's the most important thing. Show up every day, but not just show up. Actually put it in the work. Stay busy. You feel me? The person that stay busy, they going to love you. Because that's what I do. I stay busy, y'all. I stay busy. I know what I signed up to do, so I'm not complaining at all. We with what comes with it. We just was waiting the ball, you feel me? For real, YouTube. I ain't holding y'all up at all, man. So If y'all feel where I'm coming from, drop some comments, Let me know y'all life experience, what it comes with working a job. If y'all feel how I feel, if y'all been seeing people getting laid off or, seeing people getting fired and all that, man, drop some comments. It's 2025. We a couple days away from 2026, man. A lot of us still holding on, staying strong, keeping our head up, and a lot of us, going through some deep stuff, you feel me? But we still showing up on YouTube. Like, that take a whole lot of courage right there, man. A whole lot of courage right there. So I real life respect that, you feel me? And shout out all my true supporters out there that's real life rocking with your boy. Y'all show up for your boy daily. Y'all tell me to keep going. Y'all keep a boy motivated, you feel me? For real. I might not hit 4K watch hours, before 2026 get here, but as long as I got y'all support, I'ma still keep going, you feel me? You two gonna have to let us through the door because we ain't quitting. We ain't quitting on ourselves, you feel me? That's what they waiting to see, if you go quit on yourself. But man, I seen a YouTuber go up the last day of 2024. Before 2025 got here, that YouTuber was unknown. Now this YouTuber going up the whole 2025. That's why I say just keep going, man. Sometimes you probably got to go, 5 years all the way in, full throttle. But whatever you got to do, keep trying your best. Give it your all. Stay away from negativity. Show up at work. Don't forget about work. I know you focus on YouTube or you might be focused on this app, that platform, but you can't forget about work. That's what's gonna push you, and that's that for show money. That's gonna have your back when you thought, that money in the streets was gonna have your back, that side hustle, you feel me? Because, that side hustle, that money comes from somebody else who have to pay you. But see, the money at work comes from the work you put in. You get what I'm saying? So the work you put in, you go get paid from that for sure. But that side hustle, it's like a garage sale because you gotta, basically set up shop and wait. You feel me? You waiting for somebody to hit you up or reach out. You feel me? But if you can put in that leg work while you waiting, it makes things way better than to just be, waiting full time. So I don't wait for people to hit me up for my business, you feel me? If I do any type of waiting, it's part-time because on the other side of things, I'm working Monday through Friday. I'm working a job, but at the same time, I'm doing my best because I know any day could be my last day, you feel me? So I don't take, my job for granted. I show up, I give it my all. I might be a little, few minutes late, but I take my job real serious, you feel me? And I work with kids and all that, so that's another thing to take serious right there. Like, you can't be, in these kid faces or trying to play with these kids because this is all business, you feel me? Let's not even take it to that level, you feel me? This is none of that. So y'all stay in y'all lane, I'm going to stay in my lane and do my job so y'all can eat at these tables and y'all can go home to y'all parents and I can go home to my kid, you feel me? That's how I look at it at work. I'm not here to make no friends, no associates. I'm here to do my job and go home. You feel me? I ain't here to cause no problems. And when you move like that, that's when life gonna work out for you. But it's still ups and downs though. I'm not saying that it's not ups and downs. You feel me? Nobody is perfect, but you gotta make things work. You gotta get out here and make things work. Nothing is perfect, but you can make things right. And you still breathing. You watching this video, that's how I know you can. Hit that like button, hit that bell, comment, subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't yet. Everybody is freaking out about work, We worried about it. We don't know what's best, what's great, you feel me? What's coming our way. But we still try to hold it down, our position. But we also know that our position can be taken and replaced any minute, you feel me? So I've been seeing the same thing too. A lot of people losing jobs this year. A lot of people been, laid off from jobs due to the government shutdown. That stopped a lot of stuff, you feel me? Like, It was people who was laid off from the Secretary of State who work at the Secretary of State office, you feel me? But not only that, you got people that, certain plant jobs, that work on manufactured cars and everything like that, like automotives and everything. Like, it's too many people being replaced, You never know how long you got at the job you at right now until, it happens and they tell you no longer can work here, you feel me? But what I can say is to stay prayed up, stay on our P's and Q's, and, figure out what's best. What's the best route to go, you feel me? Because the type of times we living in right now, you gotta have some type of game plan. You gotta have some type of game plan out there, y'all. And that's for real.